It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, the hamster is the hero. Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's a question. Maybe you're looking for a new pet, but you just don't know which pet is the right pet, the right fit for you. Owning a pet can be hugely rewarding, each offering a very different and unique, I suppose, range of benefits, if you will. Maybe it's a bird, maybe it's a hamster, maybe it's a guinea pig. Well, today in our series called How to Choose the Right Pet, we are looking indeed at the hamster, and a cool little hamster at that. He seems so relaxed. And we are going to chat to animal behaviourist Helen Bastin and about owning and caring for and who is right for a hamster and what kind of creature he is. So first of all, Helen, I've got to ask, what's our name? What's the
Blaze.
Blaze.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, Blaze is very
hamster.
sweet. He's very
a
friendly.
cool little guy.
Yeah.
And the cage door is open.
Yeah, I
didn't
just thought,
see that coming. All right.
if he wants to come out then.
Okay, good. Cool. So, Helen, take us into the world of hamsters and why it is that you think that they make great pets.
Yeah, they're really awesome. If you handle them from young, they're actually really friendly.
Yeah.
They've got massive personalities. The thing I like about them, which I find hysterical, is when they fill their cheeks full of food, and they actually they can fill 20% of their body weight. They can get
In their
into those cheeks. Yeah,
wow.
20%. It's hectic.
You're a little champion. My favourite part is the little hands.
I
wish
know,
you could
they're
get
so cute.
They've got proper little hands, man, to grab and grab, and a really cool, inquisitive nature. That little nose is working overtime. So who is a hamster for? Who would they be best suited for in terms of pet owners? Because I associate them with kids, that they're a nice pet to own in that space.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they're very nice for kids because, you know, you can pop them away once you finish and they're not, you know, you don't have to run around and look after them and that sort of thing. And they're very friendly if you tame them. You know, you've got to tickle them from young. A big thing, though, is you don't wake a sleeping hamster.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like a Chinese proverb.
Yes.
Yes. No, I don't know. It's not. That's really...
Yeah, they get a bit bitey.
Okay, and they've got
Yeah.
some teeth
Yeah.
to bite with as well.
But
okay.
they're also good for people who work as well, like long days, because, you know, they don't need constant attention like
They're not
dogs
that
and
high
that sort of thing.
maintenance.
Yeah, not high maintenance, exactly, yeah.
What about their ideal living space? There's a lot going on inside that cage over
Yes.
there. And then
So-
also, how do they interact with other pets? Let's talk about that in the home environment.
Yeah, so this is actually just a carry case. You want bigger the better for a hamster.
Okay, so
if
it's
you've
same
got
like the
it-
guinea pigs, where they need some
Exactly,
space
they
to go and
actually-
do their thing. Okay.
They do. They really need a lot of space. They also need tunnels to hide in because, you know, they're sort of prey animals. They naturally need to hide. They need a lot of wood to gnaw on because their teeth, they need to grind down their teeth.
Oh,
They sort of
wow,
constantly grow.
okay.
So, yeah, and then they need, obviously, food and water. And different levels are good. They like to climb. A big base because they like to dig, you know, if you get the right
Okay.
substrate.
Okay.
Then they like to dig, not sawdust, though. That's bad for their respiratory.
Respiratory, okay,
Yeah,
because of the
yeah,
actual dust that
yeah.
comes off it. Are they solitary? Are they social? I remember you were saying with, like, a guinea pig, for instance, I wasn't
Yes.
aware that you need 2 or 3,
Yes.
otherwise they can go a bit loopy. Are they social creatures, hamsters?
So the bigger ones, the Syrians, they need to be by themselves, the Syrian hamsters. So this guy needs
So
to be
like
by...
this is a Blaze is a
Yes,
Syrian hamster.
Yes, yeah, so he needs to be by himself.
And that kind of hamster that we're looking at in the picture over there, what would that be?
The cartoon hamster. I'm
The
gonna call
cartoon
it.
hamster also looks a bit Syrian.
Okay.
Might be a
Okay.
different one. There's lots of different breeds. I must say I'm not, you know, that up on the...
Not to worry about that. That was my own inquiry.
But then the dwarf hamsters, they need to be in groups.
Okay.
They live in groups, yeah. Yeah.
And of course, when you are looking to look after your pet, you need to consider the fact that they do, in their natural environment, prefer that kind of social setting. Otherwise, you're disturbing how they function. In terms of their interaction with other pets in the home, let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, they
Cats,
need
not
to be...
so much.
Not so much, no, not so much. They look a bit like a toy, don't they? So, no interaction with anything else in the house. Just hamsters, if they are social or by themselves, is fine. And then, obviously, with people, is quite nice to get a bit of interaction there.
How do we feed a hamster?
Yes.
How often do you feed? Can you just leave food in there and they'll feed themselves? How does it
Yes,
work?
yeah, you can leave food in there. A lot of people make the mistake of putting too much food in because then if a hamster gets bored, it just like gorges.
Oh.
So you need to things to do. But yeah, you just put their pellets in, so you can get a nice pet shop brand pellet. That's very important. They can have like leafy greens, leafy vegetables, but not too much. A little bit of fruit, but not too much sugar.
No chocolates.
No chocolate.
Okay.
No candy.
That's
and then no
interesting.
tomatoes, funnily enough. The green bit on top of a tomato is extremely poisonous to a hamster.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how they found that out, but...
Yeah, interesting fact. Yeah.
All right. So in summary, what would you say then are the most important tips when it comes to caring for hamsters?
Yeah, so I think gnawing wood,
Yes.
so untreated wood, they need that to gnaw for their teeth, otherwise they get bored and they gnaw on the cage and all that sort of thing.
Okay.
Deep base
Experience that.
and the wire top. Also, a bowl of water, not one of those droppers. Hamsters can get dehydrated and they don't get enough through those droppers, so they actually need a little bowl.
So you
Okay,
can
with
going to
it
use
now.
his little hands.
Yes, that's
to
it.
splash his
Have a
face.
little...
They don't do that either, I promise you.
He is doing it right there. Look at the picture.
Check it out. They love in the water. Oh, man.
Oh, well, you've just restored my faith in hamsters. Thank you, Helen. Much
Really sweet. Heron, thank you so much, Blaze. Thank you, little guy. He's just chilling
See, he's
out.
sleeping, so I'm not going to wake him up.
Okay, don't wake a sleeping hamster.